to start, please. Yeah, go on.
Has it become a self-fulfilling prophecy going forward? Because you've taken on each twice now, and it's 7 games away from home, but you can't seem to build on that.
Yeah, very disappointing that we did get ourselves in a really good position again, and we weren't able to really capitalise on that. I think it's always going to be a really tough game today. It was always going to be, a real physical game with how they play, and we needed to stand up to that. I thought we did in the first half and defended their set plays really well. But one moment really of switching off and a couple of mistakes in the build up to their first goal, and we paid the price. And then of course we needed a big reaction to that goal really, and we didn't get it. And very frustrating end to the game.
Do you think that problems are sort of coming from Eddie? Are the players feeling some kind of pressure, or what do you put your finger on?
Yeah, well, my initial feeling after that game today is different to West Ham. I think West Ham was a different kind of game today. I thought the players were there. I thought they were present. I thought they gave everything to the game physically. But I think it was clear for me, if you watch Newcastle regularly, we were lacking in confidence today. There was a lot of technical mistakes, which is really unlike us, especially in the middle of the pitch where we're usually really fluent. And that contributed then to putting us under pressure. So I think different feeling to West Ham, different emotions. I think it's really important today that I support the players. And we know we're good players. We know we've got a really good team. But we just need to stay grouped together in this difficult period.
You knew there was going to be the throw-ins of the Bob and the throw-ins. Did the players execute what they'd been asked to do in training?
Well, we did for the majority, but the majority is not enough because it's one mistake and invariably you're going to get punished. So I thought we stood up to that test very well at times, but yeah, not for the first goal, of course, and ultimately that did change the game.
Eddie, everyone was hoping for reaction, lessons learned from last week. Why didn't that happen today? Is it simply down to confidence, or is it something more?
I think it's multi-factored. I don't think there's one thing. Confidence will now be an issue for sure because I think they're honest players, really good people. They care, they want to do well. But the team's taken a few hits, and I think that showed today. So we've got enough experience to respond in the right way. We've got enough experience to have been there before and then know how to deal with this moment. We know we're going to get criticised. We expect that. I don't see that being a problem for us as long as we stick together and we're really unified in this difficult period.
Just on the criticism, when Brentford were applying the pressure, they grabbed an equaliser, you had a let-off with the penalty. Why did it take until the second penalty and the red card before the changes finally came about?
In what sense?
In terms of Dan Burn sent off, penalty given away, and then the substitutions happened.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're discussing that as the game's going on, but those moments obviously impact everything because with hindsight, you then go, well, you could have done something before that moment. But with Dan's height being pivotal from the set plays and with Joelinton going off, we then suddenly would have become very small. So they're big calls to make. And yeah, of course, with hindsight, you possibly make a different decision. But of course, in that moment, I have to weigh up what I'm doing.
Eddie, Eddie, just on Nick Voldemort, and this isn't a criticism, but has his style impacted you, especially away from home, more than you would ever have realised, given that you scored with your only shot on target today? It was Nick's first touch in the box at the time. Is his style his preferred area where he probably hits the pitch? Is that really impacting you away from home?
I don't think it's just on Nick, and I think that's, my job is to protect him, and I think he's had a great start to his career here. Yeah, I think we haven't helped him be as effective as he can be, especially today. I thought it was a difficult game for him. Difficult again in the respect that he's the only fit centre forward we have. So again, more pressure and more weight on his shoulders. When possibly I'd like to have made a different decision for him, but yeah, it's like the team has to do better. We have to do better in helping him and supporting him. He's giving everything currently, and he's given everything since he's been. And he's had to take that weight on his shoulders on his own. It's not been easy. But of course, we need to look at also how we're performing away from home, and if there's changes to be made, then we need to make them.
Eddie, what was the mood like in the dressing room at full time there? Are any of the experienced players speaking up and simply saying
Yeah, we've got an experienced team, and yeah, but occasionally those players may speak. But I think it was important for me to speak, and it always is important for me to speak and give my message to the team. In times of adversity and difficulty, I think is when your true character is tested and when your true character is revealed. And I think we need to be very calm, but we need to be measured, and we need to be reflective, and we need to then come out of this period with a way forward and a way that we're going to be successful away from home and at home, and get some more points.
And what would your message to supporters be who are perhaps looking at this away form and are concerned about where the Premier League season might be going?
My message is that we know it's not good enough, and I take full responsibility for that, and the work to putting that right starts now, and that's all that I can do in this moment.
Any update on the injuries, Anthony Gordon as well as Joelinton, Nick Pope, what information do you have?
Nick Pope suffered concussion, and that's why we took him off. As soon as we were made aware of that, then he was withdrawn. Joelinton, I'm not sure, it looked like a knock, but I haven't had a full discussion or debrief from the medical team on him. Anthony, yeah, is a minor injury, so he'll miss England. I think that's it.
And is it a good thing to have the international break coming up now after a couple of results in the league like that, or would you have preferred to have the players still together?
Yeah, I think I'd have preferred another game quite quickly, but maybe the period of reflection and the period to allow us to reset is a good thing. We will work hard during the break, and I think the biggest thing is to make sure we stay together and we're motivated for what's to come.
Chris and then Kieran to wrap up, please.
Eddie, last year you obviously had the low of coming here and losing that game, and then afterwards was sort of a reshuffling the sides, and now move to number 6. Do you see that there needs to be a fundamental reset away from home in terms of how you approach those games, or was it not as simple as that?
Well, if there is a reshuffle, it needs to be done in the right way. It needs to be done with analysis and then detailed thought as to how the team's going to go forward. And I'm not adverse to that. I mean, look, never going to do the same thing continually, and we haven't done, and expect a different result. I don't think that's right. So if there is changes, we'll look at it, and we'll try and figure out what those changes need to be.
You mentioned losing the lead at West Ham last week, then yesterday. I think you've lost three times in the last 5. You've taken the lead in a game. You've lost them. I think it was the previous 56 before that. Where do you think that issue has come from?
I think it's probably associated with our lack of goals, really. I think there's, going 1-0 up today, you'd expect us to capitalise on that and establish ourselves as a stronger team in the game. I don't think we did. I think we became weaker in the game for the goal, which was the same at West Ham. So that's a big frustration for me. I want my teams to attack and to be continually looking to score. We don't look like that team currently. So that's why I said earlier, we have issues to fix. There's no doubt about that, and the process for that starts now.
Kieran?
Dan, ahead of this game, said this was a game to earn your money as players. I mean, how frustrated are you that you come to another tough away ground, having done well at home again midweek, and then it just doesn't come together yet again on the road?
Yeah, I can't sort of give you a satisfactory answer to that, because it's not satisfactory, the fact that we haven't done our jobs and we feel we've let everybody down. I think when you do that, when you make mistakes, it's not intentional from anyone, and all you can do is hold your hands up and go, right, okay, let's try and fix it, and that's what we're going to try and do.
I mean, you look at the table now, 2 points above the relegation zone. Is that a concern for you, confidence, and if you're getting results, say, at home, but then if it keeps happening away, can you kind of get dragged into a place you don't want to be?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the wrong end of the table for us, but it is what it is. That's the reality. And we can't change it. All we can do is affect our next performances to try and change it. And we knew potentially the start of the season would be slightly choppy for us as we entered into a transitional period with the team. But there's no excuses for us. As I say, we take full accountability for what we're delivering, and only we can change it.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Yeah, he won't go with England. Yeah, it's 12 days, I think. Thank you.
Thanks very much.